So Dan, you're growing a business right now. You started a business, I believe, what, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
2-3. It's called Lost Trails. So your hat, you got it on it. It's just some small promotion. Come on. So basically, kind of explain what your business is. What are you selling? What are you trying to do with this business?
I'm not trying to sell anything. What I'm trying to do is build a life that affords me more time with my priorities, kind of what we spoke about earlier. More time for my relationship with God, more time for my relationship with my spouse, and then with my children and so on, and more time for ministry.
Gotcha. And what was that kind of that shift that made you like, all right, it's time to like figure out a way that I could start a business, that I could start like getting my time back? Because you used to work a 9 to 5, you were a manager, still are a manager, yeah. So I mean, you're still doing that, and then you're doing like, I guess you'd call it your side gig that you're trying to grow into your full-time ministry. So with full-time job, my bad, not your full-time ministry. So what was the moment where you're like, all right, like I got to do something to stop my 9 to 5 and start a business where I can start getting my time back?
Okay. I mean, so the time came where I realized that I don't control my legacy or the outcome of certain things. What you could do is you could put in 80 hours into something, but what you reap out of it is slightly different, right? And so you're always putting out fires. There's always another process to be developed, always another system. And so for me, it's like I want to sow into something that I could reap longer. And what I've realized in the situation I was in, the 9 to 5, that wasn't the case, you know? So I want to be able to sow now, and then for my children, my children's children, to be able to reap. And then there was obviously all the other stuff, the balance of life, ministry, and everything else. I'm like, well, there's no way I could succeed in everything, right? I read a book, The One Thing, right? If you want to succeed in life, just focus on the one thing. Michael Jordan, one thing. If I was just, if I named up an individual, you'd be able to, okay, that's what he's defined as. And I'm like, what is my one thing, Because I'm spread apart, and anybody that's spread apart doesn't do anything really great, But I realize I'm gonna have to do this for now, and that's kind of the hope. That's how the balance that is needed. This is just a temporary season where I'm spread out, but I have a goal, and the goal is to afford myself more time for things that are eternal, for the things that are going to outlive me, right? Rather than the company I work for now, And so kind of pivoting from that, I was like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? How do I do this, right? So that's where Lost Trails was born,
Awesome. What was the slogan? You mentioned that there's like a slogan with Lost Trails.
Oh, rather be lost.
Rather be lost. That's awesome.
But it's like rather be lost from like the daily grinds, the 9 to 5, the chaos of life, the waking up at 5 in the morning, and coming home after it's dark. Like you're just giving up too much for just the norm, and so it's like I just want to get lost from this. And so we were just going up to the mountains and spending time with the kiddos and letting finding some fun activity for them. And it's like that's what I want to return. I want to get lost from the daily chaos of the Western world and do something different. So.